Hi everyone, today we're going to explore the Coral Cloud sample application. My name is Philippe Ozil and I'm a developer advocate at Salesforce. This video is part of a series in which we tour our different sample apps and explore very distinct features. If you haven't watched the first episode yet, check it out for a general introduction to sample apps. In this episode, we're going to do a tour of the Coral Cloud sample application. I'll present the app use case and we'll explore the following key features: prompts, agents, and data cloud. Coral Cloud Resorts is a fictitious seaside resort that uses Agentforce Data Cloud and the Salesforce platform to manage reservations and deliver highly personalized guest experiences. We can see the various experiences that the resort offers from this page. Let's open the snorkel activity. From the experience record page, we can see a description of the experience with the scheduled sessions. I can select one of the sessions to manage bookings. From the record page, I can see the session details, the booking overview, and I can leverage the power of Einstein to generate social media posts to promote my activity. But how exactly does this work? Let's dive in and see how we use prompts to deliver highly personalized guest experiences. Prompts lets you call a large language model, or LLM, by grounding your instructions with Salesforce data. We use Prompt Builder to manage prompts. Here we can see a mix of standard and custom prompts. The Coral Cloud app demonstrates several interesting use cases for custom prompts, such as generating experience descriptions, summarizing customer reviews, generating personalized schedules based on guests' interests, and finally generating social media posts for a session like we just saw earlier. You can inspect how each of these prompts are built with a combination of merged fields, related lists, apex, and flows. Here, for example, we call an personalized guest experience apex invocable action to obtain the data from our guest schedule. And here's the related apex code. The code simply runs a SQL query to obtain the right sessions and injects the result back into the prompt as JSON. If I go back to Prompt Builder and run a preview of this prompt with a contact record, I can see two things. First, how the JSON is passed back to the LLM, and second, how the LLM extracts the relevant information and formats it accordingly to the instructions. The power of Agentforce doesn't stop here. Coral Cloud also leverages agents to bring smart automation capabilities. Agents allow you to automate certain tasks through a conversational interface. Agents rely on a set of standard and custom topics and actions. When you interact with an agent, its reasoning engine identifies a topic and picks from a list of pre-configured actions to help based on the user prompt. Let's see a practical example of this. Assuming that I'm a sales rep helping a customer book an experience, I can ask my agent to help me find activities that last 4 hours. Behind the scenes, the agent uses standard record querying action to provide suggestions. Let's say that I'm happy with the first experience, I can then ask about the weather thanks to a custom action. At this point, you may be wondering, how did the agent access this information that is not stored in Salesforce? Well, this is thanks to custom agent action that we're going to explore using Agent Builder. From here we can see the agent topics, and Customer Service Assistant is our custom topic that has instructions on how to help Coral Cloud guests. We can look at this topics action. Among the list of action, there is a custom check weather action. From the action details view, we can see that the action is expecting a date as input and outputs the weather information. We can also see that the action uses the check weather apex class. Agent actions can map to an apex invocable action. Here we see our check weather apex class with the same input and output parameters. The interesting part is here. We can see that we call a service that retrieves the weather for a given date. To do so, the service calls an HTTP API to retrieve results from a third-party service. This is a good example of how powerful custom agent actions can be. Agents can work with your Salesforce data as well as third-party integrations. In general, AI is only as good as the data that it's been training on. To ensure that we have the best data, Coral Cloud uses Data Cloud. At a high level, Data Cloud lets you connect data from multiple systems, harmonize the data, and lets you act on it. Let's see how Coral Cloud leverages Data Cloud to do just this. Looking at the Data Stream tab in our Data Cloud app, we can see that we ingest guests and reservation data from two different sources, another Salesforce org and an Amazon S3 data source. Data that you ingest is rarely coming with the right format out of the box, and you can see here how we remap it to fit our needs. Since Coral Cloud ingests guest data from multiple sources, there's a risk of having duplicate contact records. Fortunately, Data Cloud is here to help us harmonize and consolidate our data. For example, Coral Cloud uses an identity resolution rule to match guests based on their name and email. And you can see how effective this rule is by looking at the consolidation rate here. Once our data is harmonized, we can exploit it. And a good example of this is how we use calculated insights. In Coral Cloud, we're able to calculate spend profiles by guest thanks to a procedural insight builder. This generates a complex SQL query that we can see here. And in the end, we obtain insights such as lifetime value. We can then use these insights in a variety of ways. For instance, we can leverage Data Cloud enrichment fields to show the data in record pages. If I go back to one of my contacts, notice that the lifetime value calculated from Data Cloud shows up here. And this concludes our tour of Coral Cloud. We covered the app use case and its key features, prompts, agents, and Data Cloud. Head over to this link to get started with the app. And feel free to try the associated Trailhead badge to learn more. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video if you found it helpful, and check out the rest of the series to discover more on sample apps. Thanks for watching.